Welcome back. We're back here live at Texas Motor Speedway. Zane, the guys have qualified, and look who's up on top.
Do I know how to pick the dark horses or what?
Oh, yeah. If you really call him a dark horse, then we'll see about that. So I'm expecting a lot of slipping and sliding as we get in these later runs. Should be quite fun to watch here as we get going.
Oh, most definitely, dude. Like, it's going to be all about tires, I think, in my opinion. This track is hot. This track is fast. It rips tires apart. It's going to be about who can keep the tires on them, who's going to be able to keep them the cleanest on those long green flag runs.
All right, looks like we're going to take you through the starting lineup. All right, so Zane, as these guys get gridded up, I don't know. I think one to go on the start here. They're gonna just get these babies cranked up, get these tires rubbed in, and we're gonna get racing.
We're gonna get more than racing. We're gonna get wild action. This is Texas.
Yes, it is. All right, it looks like we're ready. So here we go. Starting on the pole. He's the guy that everyone's trying to beat. He's driving the number 24 car, Dalton Tucker, with the time of 29.701. And to his outside start second will be the number 79 of Joseph.
Starting inside of row number 2 in the third starting position will be Sean Medling. Outside of him in the fourth starting position will be our own Ben Kilcrease.
And starting fifth inside third row, it's the number 45, Kenny Baum Jr. And to his outside, the number 71 of Nathan Ranke.
In the seventh starting position, we have the number 3 car of Ian Adams. On the outside of him in the eighth starting position, number 98, Ernest Smith.
And starting inside row number 5, we got David Duberly. Good second place finish last week. And to his outside, the number 88 of TJ Woodward.
Starting shotgun on the field, Mr. Austin Ranke, who did not qualify.
All right, the lights are off, and these guys are heading down and getting ready to go green here. Zane, any last thoughts before we do it?
Good luck, and let's have a clean race, boys.
Here they come off turn 4. Pace car's looking in. Makes that hard, sharp left turn, and looks like green flag is in the air, and we are racing in Texas. Good clean start. Guys are bunching up here back there for 4th and 5th place. But Dalton Tucker has pulled out on Joseph Ranke just a bit here on the opening laps as the number 73 of Sean Medling's dropped a couple spots, but he's down on the inside as Ian Adams takes him on the outside off turn.
Ben Kilcrease kind of looking on the outside of Sean Medling to get that 4th spot, or that 5th spot.
Yeah, he is. I also noticed, too, Kenny Baum Jr., he's come up from 5th place, already up to 3rd, and it looks like he's putting some pressure, trying to put some pressure on Joseph Ranke right now as they head off into turn 3. Looks like we're going to have a good battle here coming up for the lead now as Joseph Ranke has caught Dalton Tucker, and right behind him is Kenny Baum Jr. has got a 3-way battle for the lead as they come off of turn number 2. Now we're looking out of the gearbox of Dalton Tucker here as Joseph Ranke tries to stay up on him. Looks like Joseph's getting pressure from Kenny Baum right now, but Dalton Tucker's able to maintain. He says he drives that bottom line. Got a pretty good battle back here for 4th and 5th place as Sean Medling and Ian Adams go at it.
And then right behind them, we got Nathan Rinke and Ben Kilcrease side by side. Nathan Rinke's getting the spot from. There's Ben sliding to the inside trying to get it back.
That classic crossover move is what he's trying, but it looks like Ian Adams has been running that high side. I don't know if it's the only place his car is running good right now or if that's just what he likes.
He's just trying to get that outside line working, get a little bit of rubber up there, get a little bit of grip started.
Yeah, he's finally pulled back in behind Sean Medling for now, and Austin Rinke's putting the pressure on Ian Adams right now as they, or Nathan Rinke, excuse me, is putting the pressure on Ian Adams as they head off in the turn.
And it really looks like everyone's starting to get in their groove. Everyone's really single file, lined up nose to tail, just following the car in front of them right now.
Absolutely, just waiting for somebody to slip up, make a little mistake so they can get that position from them. As it looks like right now, TJ Woodward's looking to the inside of Ben Kilcrease as they come off of turn 4. And woo, they almost touched there, getting off the board.
Treacherous turn 4, man, it gets tight.
It definitely does. Coming off of turn 2 and turn 4, the track really narrows down. These cars really want to slide, so it'll be interesting to watch that all night.
It's the progressive banking the corners have. It just kind of narrows up the track to where it just funnels. And if you're the guy on that inside, you really got to either have the run or blow up, or you're going to just slam the wall on the guy on your outside.
Yeah, it's definitely, you got to play with that throttle. You definitely have more advantage if no one's out on your outside than you do if they are. So that's going to be one thing to watch as we move along here in this race, as we're only on lap number 8 of 90. As we move back up front here, we're still focusing on Dalton Tucker. Nothing's really changed between the top 3. Still only about a half second separates first and third. Dalton Tucker's continued to lead as Joseph Ranke's pretty much just following in his tires. Oh, we got a battle back here shaping up back here for 4th and 5th place. Looks like Sean Medley has gotten pushed up to the outside, and Austin Rinke has taken on the inside. He's followed by Ian Adams as he comes to the start and finish line. Excuse me, Nathan Rinke. I always get those guys confused. Paint schemes. You also got TJ Woodward. He started pretty much in the back right now, and he's looking on the inside of Sean Medley as they head down into turn 3. With Ben Kilcrease following close behind there. It looked like Sean Medley kind of came down in front of TJ Woodward.
He's trying to hold that position off.
Definitely is, but that's one move you don't want to make too many times, because it's one that drivers tend to not forget. Looks like TJ Woodward's still putting on that pressure back onto Sean Medley as he's trying to look inside. Looks like Sean's running an interesting line where he's kind of entering high, but then he comes back down to the bottom, about the middle of the turn there, and gets that run coming off. So he's got an interesting line he's running right now, but I think it's causing her to have a little confusion on how he's going to go around him.
He's actually running a really good line for Texas here. That line he's running, it's all speed. He's revving the engine up, and it's never slowing down, and he's pulling down the track and just getting that great run, like he said, off the front stretch of the back stretch, just able to keep TJ Woodward behind him.
Yeah, it looked like Woodward might have scraped the wall over there in turn 2, getting a little anxious trying to get around Sean Medley. We'll keep an eye on him, but it looks like so far so good for him. Move back up front here. Looks like Dalton Tucker's pulled out to about a half-second lead right now. I think the tires are starting to get a little wear on them. The guys are starting to, the handling's starting to come into more effect right now, so it's going to be interesting. See how much these guys can push ahead or how much these guys are actually conserving their tires at the moment. All right, field's getting strung out here pretty much. We got Joseph Ranke still in second place. Just about he's just about almost a second off of the pace now. This Kenny Baum Jr. is still on his bumper, and Nathan Ranke's actually starting to close in on the top three as they head down the backstretch.
If you look a little bit behind them in the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th position, you got Ian Adams, Sean Medling, TJ Woodward, and Ben Kilcrease making the move on TJ Woodward right now for the 7th position. These guys have been nose to tail for the past 2 laps, racing each other hard.
Yes, they have, and Ben did take that spot away from him. Now Ben looks like he's in the 7th running position right now as he sets focus on Sean Medley and Ian Adams, who are right in front of him. Almost looks like Ben's car's just now starting to get to be about where he likes it.
Well, as we heard in pre-race, he was having some issues with the fixed setup. He couldn't get a handle on it. But it looks like he said, he's finally getting a handle for it. He's getting some fast times in. Maybe we'll see him up front a little bit.
Yeah, and he did mention also, too, that he thought he had a pretty decent car in the long run. So I think maybe the longer we run, we'll keep watching him. As he closes in, he was looking to make it 3 wide on Sean Medling right there. And Ian Adams, but he chose not to, and he dives underneath Sean Medling and clears him coming off of 2 as Ben Crease now sets his sight on Ian Adams for 5th place. Definitely getting a little tight back here. And Sean Medley's looking inside of Ben there, coming on the front stretch. Didn't quite have it, so he chose to go behind him as Ben moves up a lane. It looks like he's running about the mid lane through the corner of 1 and 2 right now. And Sean Medley battles back, and he's now on the inside of Ben. Kilcrease, they head into turn 3.
And back up here at front for the 2nd position, Kenny Baum, Joseph Ranke, Nathan Ranke, a battle for 2nd place, nose to tail.
Yes, all 3 of them as they go into turn 1 and 2 right now are nose to tail. Kenny Baum Jr. is feeling the pressure. Nathan Ranke. Nathan Ranke pretty much came from the back. He's been slowly moving his way forward. So if he can get by these guys, I wonder if he's got anything for Dalton Tucker right now.
I know this is kind of what Dalton Tucker wants to see right now. These 3 guys getting ready to race side by side so he can just stretch those legs.
And there, Kenny Baum gets the inside run off of turn 4 as they come down the stripe. Kenny Baum looks like he got in front of him there, 2nd place on that lap. Looks like Joseph Ranke there, still trying to battle. He goes up high. He lets Nathan Ranke by. So now Kenny Baum Jr. into 2nd place and Nathan Ranke into 3rd.
Joseph Ranke all the way back to 4th.
Yeah, I think he chose to let him go at this point and live to fight another day, if you want to call it that.
We're saving the tires for a later run.
Exactly. Up, we got Nathan Ranke looking inside, going to turn 1 on Kenny Baum Jr. right now. And Nathan Ranke's been looking real fast here. This early going, this first run here, 21 laps into this race.
But we've seen this week in, week out from Nathan Ranke right now. Early start of the race, he'll stay in the back, and then you'll just see him drive his way to the top 2, top 3. And there goes Kenny Baum off the track down pit road.
Well, it looks like we got our first round of pit stops here. As Kenny Baum Jr. is the first one to hit pit road this evening, and his first pit stop here, 21 laps into this 90-lap event.
Now that's going to ask, is that going to start the revolving door of pit stall racing? Are we going to see a bunch of cars come down down pit road for green flag stops, or are they going to stay out a little bit longer just to try to stretch that fuel?
Yeah, that's where the strategy part of my keys to the race come in. In fact, I know nobody wants to...
Sorry, Andy, didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No problem. Dalton Tucker now, he's making his run down. Kenny Baum took 4 tires of fuel, and he's off, and he's out and running, ready to get back into it.
There's TJ Woodward down on pit road. As Ernest Smith stalls. Looks like Austin Rink, David Duber. Almost half the field has come down pit road at this point.
Yep, I see Sean Medling too. Looks like
Nathan Ranke on pit road.
Dalton Tucker only took 2 tires, it looks like.
That's strategy. You talked about it earlier in your keys.
I'm just really shocked that he would take that kind of thing now. Well, maybe not. I mean, maybe to see if it'll work later on, but he already had a pretty decent lead, so I'm kind of surprised that he would take that strategy right now.
Ben Gilchrist and Joseph Frankie on pit road here.
I think Ian Adams actually might have just ran out of fuel. He looked kind of slow coming there through 3 and 4. Not sure if he actually pushed it a little too far, maybe 1 lap too far.
It looks like he's coasting it down pit road. There is no engine noise coming from the engine at this point.
Yeah, so definitely looks like somebody gambled. He just got lucky. He ran out when he did, so he was able to make it back down pit road.
But you still got to think that's going to hurt him in the long run. Everyone else is being able to hit pit road speed. He's slowly crawling to a stall at 30, 35 miles an hour.
You know, definitely will affect it. Well, I'd like to see once these guys get back out on track here how it shakes out. Who's actually got the lead? I assume Dalton Tucker with his 2-tire stop will still maintain his lead, but I'd like to see how close these other guys are.
And also how long are those 2 tires going to last Tucker compared to everyone else taking 4 tires?
Yeah, especially with how fast that Nathan Rankin was coming up on him. He took 5 tires. Yeah, he took 5 tires. He put a spare in the trunk there. Looks like as it shakes out here, Nathan Ranke's got about 1.5 seconds. He's got to make up on Dalton Tucker, which isn't too bad, seeing that he took 4 tires and Dalton took 2. All right, so after the first round of pit stops, let's run them through the grid. Right now, sitting out in first place, we got Dalton Tucker. Followed by him is Nathan Ranke in the 71 car. Running third right now is Kenny Baum Jr. In fourth place is number 73 of Sean Medley. And running fifth right, 79 of Joseph Ranke.
Fighting back there in the 6th position is Ben Gilchrist. Back in 7th, Mr. T.J. Woodward. In the 8th position is Ernest Smith. David Duberly is riding back there in 9th. Right behind him is Ian Adams in the 10th position. And a couple, almost 3 car lengths back is Austin Ranke in the 11th position.
Yeah, I'm really surprised about Austin Ranke and how he's running back in the back right now in 11th place. I'm really shocked about that. I figured he'd be up front with these guys battling right now for the lead, but he must have something going on with his car tonight.
Still early in the race, though. He may be able to get a handle on it, find a couple of adjustments and change, get him up front.
Yeah, maybe a caution would help some of these guys here in the back, like Ian Adams, who ran out of fuel. You look at him, he was running, I think, 3rd at the time when the pit stop started, or 4th. And you look at him now, he's now in 10th place.
Side by side.
Basically almost ready to go a lap down here. I am getting word now, though, that Nathan Ranke actually only took 2 tires on his pit stop, and that's why his deficit has still been the 1.5 seconds to Dalton Tucker at this time, and Kenny Baum was the first one on the grid there that took 4 tires, and that would exactly show why he's now almost 9 seconds back. So right now the field's been strung out pretty good. The only battle really we got right now is 10th and 11th place there with Ian Adams and Austin Ranke trying to hold off the hard charging Dalton Tucker so they stay on the lead lap.
Yeah, Dalton Tucker's going to catch them here probably in the next 2-3 laps. And that's really what's going to change up the pace. Are these guys going to just lay down, give him the positions to put them a lap down? Or are they going to battle him and give Nathan Ranke a chance to catch up?
Yeah, that's exactly what that will do. And I'm sure Nathan Ranke, although he's maintained his 1.5 second deficit pretty much his whole run since they came out about 10 laps ago from their pit stop, He's maintained that deficit, so it's not like he's losing time, but I think he's definitely hoping that these guys in front of Dalton Tucker here hold him up just a little bit so he can get a sniff of that draft and that bumper.
And it looks like we finally got a battle for the fifth position as Ben Kilcrease is going under Joseph Rinke. He's got the position. Does he have him clear? He does.
Yeah, does a little slide job there, moving up to 5th place, and Joseph Rinke, I don't know if he was too happy with that little slide job, but he's nestled right back in there to 6th place right now. Right in the tire tracks of Ben Kilcrease across the start-finish line.
I think he actually put a hand out saying he was sorry a little bit there.
We just all hope it was all 5 fingers. Famous Kilcrease crossover. Well, he's pulled away now, so he definitely had the better car at the moment. All right, we're going to step away here for a second, take a commercial, and we'll be right back right after this.
Hey man, do you like good old short track racing? Sure do. Do you like the intensity of open wheel racing? Oh man, it's the best. Oh, then we should tune in every Tuesday night on the TeamSplosionTV.com for the Tuesday night Top Split SK Modifieds. I hear the live broadcast starts at 7:10 p.m. Eastern, and the green flag drops around 7:21. Oh, I'll see you there. Woo-hoo!
And we're back here at the OIL Texas 90 at the Texas Motor Speedway, the greatest American speedway. Dalton Tucker still has a commanding lead over Nathan Rinke, except Nathan Rinke looks like he's breaking that deficit down to a second now from 1.3. Austin Rinke's gone on a lap down as Dalton Tucker went around him. Looks like there was no fight from Austin there. Right now, Dalton Tucker has his eyes set on Ian Adams to put him a lap down and pull that lead away from Nathan Rinke. And not a lot has changed in the running order for the viewers coming back from the commercial break. Dalton Tucker still leading. Nathan Rinke still in second place. Kenny Baum Jr. is back in third. Sean Medling still running back and forth. Ben Kilcrease still just now getting a handling of the track from what we heard over the radio. He's running back in fifth. Joseph Rinke still has his good car back there in sixth. Woodworth in seventh. Ernest Smith in eighth. David Duberly in ninth. Ian Adams in 10th. And like we said earlier, Austin Rinke a lap down in the 11th position. And Austin Rinke going down pit road. He might need to make a couple of adjustments here after the way his car's been running tonight. And Ian Adams has been put a lap down now by Dalton Tucker. And David Duberly in fear of being put a lap down as well. Dalton Tucker looking on the inside of Duberly. Duberly giving him the position. David Duberly now a lap down, racing Ian Adams for position. Adams looking on the inside of Duberly for the ninth position. Still side by side going in the one. Adams got the inside. Looks like he's got the run. And he's going to take the ninth position for Duberly. And Kenny Bum Jr. slow on the front stretch. Could he be out of gas? There's no sounds coming from that car. It's definitely out of gas from what it sounds like. Looks like strategy did not work. On board with Kenny Baum. Yeah, listen to that. He's just coasting about on the backstretch there. No sounds from the engine. Hopefully he has enough speed to get down there. And it looks like our leader, Dalton Tucker, is coming down pit road. That's giving Nathan Rinke a chance to lead a couple laps here. Now we're just going to wonder how long is Nathan Rinke going to stay out here? How many laps is he going to lead? How long is he going to stretch that fuel for? Also, is Dalton Tucker going to take 4 tires since he only took 2 last time? And somehow Kenny Baum Jr. has magically made it down pit road. Dalton Tucker is off pit road. It looks like Dalton Tucker did take 4. Nathan Rinke coming down pit road, getting into a stall now. Looks like they pulled the 81 car of Austin Rinke back behind the wall. His day is done. It's getting real busy here on pit road. Looks like Joseph Rinke is the only. Joseph Rinke coming down the road now, the only car who has yet to pit. Look, he's just trying to get that thing to out of pit. Absolutely right. Sorry about that, Andy.
Oh, no problem. Got a lot of guys here running out of fuel. Kenny Baum Jr. Dalton Tucker decided he wanted to come in because he didn't want to run out of fuel. So these guys are really trying to stretch it out here, but some guys it's working for, and some guys so far it really hasn't. Yeah, we'll see how these guys cycle out here, and we'll run you through the order again here as we approach lap 50. Just a little bit past halfway of this 90-lap event, and 2 laps here away from 50 laps. Yeah, it looks like a lot of strategies being played out right now. I think Nathan Rinke only took 2 tires again on that stop. What do you think, Zane? Looks like Joseph Rinke now, he's getting ready to get lapped by his cousin Nathan Rinke. He dives to the inside, he does get around him. So the little strategy for Joseph Rinke there, staying out, didn't look like it'll work for him here in the long run. And we got Ben Kilcrease. He's now slowly worked his way up 3rd place now. Car's really coming into him, and he's looks like just been very slow, very steady. Not slow, but steady. really finally getting that car worked in for him. And after his last couple stops there, he's been real consistent. He's been running real consistent times to that of the leader. So right now he finds himself a little far, but we'll see what happens here as this run gets on. Maybe we'll get a little caution here and get these guys bunched back up.
You know what? You talked about this in your keys of the race earlier this evening. You talked about strategy. That pit stop, Nathan Reinke took 2 tires compared to Dalton Tucker taking 4. It's really going to come down to if Nathan Reinke has enough of a lead to keep Dalton Tucker back. But with this much racing left, I think Dalton Tucker's got this in the bag if there is no caution.
He might. I mean, right now he's getting a little by some lap traffic right now, but with the 4 tires, he's definitely going to be faster. But I haven't noticed his gap hasn't closed in that fast to Nathan Reinke as of right now. But I don't know. I think Nathan Reinke pulled a smart one for the moment, I think. But I think Dalton Tucker set himself up for 2 tires the last stop. And Nathan Reinke hasn't changed left side tires yet this race. So that'll be interesting to see if those left side tires actually hold up. So all that strategy and all this green flag running has put some guys a lap down. And right now we'll take you a little run through the field right now. Out front leading with a little bit of pit strategy is the 71 of Nathan Reinke. Followed close behind, well, 4 seconds behind. So number 24, Dalton Tucker. Moving up in 3rd place, we got the 00 of Ben Kilcrease. And 1 lap down in 4th is the 79 of Joseph Reinke. And topping out the top 5 would be the number 88 of TJ Woodward. He's also a lap down.
In the 6th position is Ian Adams, as well a lap down. 7th to be David Duberly. He's also a lap down. 8th is Ernest Smith, as well a lap down. Heartbreak for Kenny Baum Jr. driving in the 9th position as he's ran out of fuel in that 2nd cycle of pit stops. He's now currently 3 laps down. Sean Meddling, something must have happened to him. We'll try to get an update. He's 7 laps down. That's right, he ran out of fuel going into the pit road. Austin Reinke, his day's over, 11th position behind the wall, 13 laps down.
Yeah, tough night for Austin Reinke. He looked like he was battling something all the way from the beginning. Maybe a cylinder dropped or something like that early in the race, but he was battling there in the back pretty much the whole first part of this race, and they finally took that in the wall. So maybe we can get a little report on that later as we move on. But yep, we have Kenny Baum Jr. lost a ton of time. Was running up in the top 3. He's lost a ton of time with that running out of fuel, so he tried to stretch it. Didn't work for him. Didn't work for Sean Medley. And Ernest Smith, so too, it looks like he suffered a little bit from the strategy. As far as the other guys, I think the 1 lap down guys, it's pretty much just a product of green flag racing at a 1.5-mile track. Looks like Dalton Tucker has kind of closed the gap just a little bit, maybe about 2 or 3 tenths of a second here over the last 6 to 8 laps here. But it looks like, I don't know, I'm not so sure the 4 tires is actually really making that huge of a difference right now, as Nathan Reinke's way up front there, still leading, still setting a pretty decent pace here for the lead. Right now we got TJ Woodward trying to get by Joseph Reinke for 4th place. That's a battle for position. They are a lap down, but that is a battle. And we'll give that spot to TJ Woodward as he just moved up into 4th in front of Joseph Reinke. Again, we look back up front. Dalton Tucker's only shaved off about 1/10 of a lap, 2 laps now. So he's not quite catching him probably at the speed that he wants. But we do have, with 30 laps to go as they cross the line this time by, we still have at least one more pit stop from these guys coming here in, I don't know, 10 to 15 laps.
Oh, most definitely. There's going to be at least one more caution. Dalton Tucker, though, slowly making the progression. Talking about it earlier. Tires, looks like it's working for him. He's just not making the gains he wants to. We'll probably see it here in the next 15, 20 laps. He'll start making that ground up that he wants.
Yeah, it looks like Sean Medling's down on pit road right now. He's got some major issues with maybe his motor or maybe some handling. He did get into the outside wall there. You can see the damage on the right side of his car. So maybe they're trying to fix that up, beat some fenders out here. We'll get a report on that a little bit later on. But he's dropping right now. So you can pretty much count his day pretty much over. As we go on board now with Nathan Marinke as he's set sail on the field here. He's still maintaining a little over a 3-second lead on Dalton Tucker right now as he's starting to take away some all-important laps led here and maybe get some extra bonus points that he needs to regain some of those points that he lost after last week's, as he put it, horrible finish there to his big win at Daytona.
And if you listen to him as we're on the onboard here, he's hardly really lifted. He's lifted for half a second. He's right back on it. But you can tell that he's really fighting that car as the tires are starting to go. He's getting a lot of wheel movement to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. He's starting to fight it a lot more than he wants.
Yeah, that car will free up, and also notice he's actually entering the corners a little bit higher than he had been. So he's definitely trying to race the track now, as opposed to racing the field. So he's got to remember he's got really old left side tires.
See, I wouldn't be surprised to see him move up half a lane like he's doing right now, just to start finding a little bit more grip on the track. That's what a driver's going to do, and that's what he's doing right now. He's trying to find a little bit more grip just so he can stay out in front of Dalton Tucker as he's trying to make that run.
Yep, still maintains a 3-second lead. Yeah, he's still running the bottom in 3 and 4, but definitely running at least a groove and a half up higher in 1 and 2 right now as he's still maintaining.
Well, as me and you both know, you really want to be on the low line in turn 3 and 4. If you mess up turn 3 and 4 just a smidge, you're in the wall.
Yeah,
so I think he's just trying to get that car clean.
Yeah, that turn 4 will actually, he'll step out and bite you real quick.
Treacherous turn 4, man. It's the rattlesnake.
That sucker will bite you and it'll leave a mark. Kind of strolling back through the field here, and it looks like everybody's pretty strung out at the moment. A few guys still 1 lap down. There's 4 guys battling for position, but they pretty much settled things out for the time being as of right now. It looks like Ben Kilcrease is now running up on some lap traffic, trying to get by the 16 of David Duberly. Duberly takes the high side and then tries to make the inside work. Looks like he got a little bit of loose there. And Ben Kilcrease is heading down the pits. Ooh, did he get it wound down enough or not? We'll have to look. He just hit the pits here, hopefully for the last time. That was a very abrupt maneuver there to get to the pits. I don't know if he didn't think he was going to make it another lap or what, but I don't know. That was awfully close. We'll have to see if he was caught speeding or not.
And he barely made it.
Yeah, I was just getting word he did make it, but he was running on fumes, my understanding. And Dalton Tucker now is in. He's coming in. We'll see if he just takes fuel or takes some tires here.
Nathan Rinke on pit road. Here we go.
Yeah, watch that Nathan Rinke pit stop because Dalton Tucker just came in and took fuel only, no tires.
All eyes on Nathan Rinke as he makes the stop. He's in his pit stop. They're jacking up the right side. He took right side to the fuel. It looks like He's off pit road.
Let's see how these guys cycle out here. Oh, we got Kenny Baum. Looks like he got spun around there. Was that getting off of pit road or going through the corner? Matt, can we get a little replay on Kenny Baum there at the 45? It looks like maybe he got a little hot on the throttle on his exit of pit road there. A little anxious, you know, he was down 3 laps because of that mishap with running out of fuel a little bit earlier, so he's probably a little hot under that helmet. We'll have to keep an eye on him. He might have to come back in here and get a little bit of fender shadow pulled out here so he doesn't get a tire cut down. Let's run him through the field one more time there, Zane, as we got about 20 laps to go. All right, we'll wait a minute here and let these guys pit. Looks like Nathan Ranke's still continuing his lead, though. He's maintained about 2.5 seconds, and he took tires on that last stop, so he's still got that lead right now. It's going to be interesting. He can hold off Dalton Tucker for another 20 laps. It looks like Joseph Ranke's now hitting to the pits to make his final stop. He was able to stretch it a couple times there. It didn't work for him last time. He lost a couple positions, so we'll see how this shakes out for him here. If he gets right side tires and fuel, and Joseph Ranke's out, heading back out onto the track. We'll give the scoring loops and all that time to catch up here with all the green flag pit stops. We'll give you a rundown here in a moment, but as we look right now, Nathan Ranke still maintains that lead, and he actually has a 3.5 second lead on Dalton Tucker right now. Nathan Ranke, excuse me, heading up on some lap traffic here. Looks like Dave Duberly in the 16 car. See if he gives him any problems. Just in front of him's third place car, Ben Kilcrease. He's had a pretty solid, good run here tonight, but he's finds himself just about ready to go a lap down here. Nathan Ranke him. Caution right now would be a huge benefit for Ben Kilcrease right now. Okay, it looks like he's got a really, really fast car, so just doesn't have the track position at the moment. We'll give a quick rundown right here of the field, and sitting out in first place right now with a 4.2 second lead. He's actually pulling away a little bit from Dalton Tucker. Is Nathan Ranke. Dalton Tucker sitting in the second position in the 24 car. Ben Kilcrease in the 00 is running third. Joseph Ranke, who just pitted, probably his last time in the 79, he's running fourth. TJ Woodward rounds out the top 5 in the 88.
Ian Adams is in 6th. 7th is David Duberly. 8th is Ernest Smith. In the 9th position is Kenny Baum Jr. Running in 10th is Sean Medley. And Austin Ranke is still behind the wall with the blown engine in the 11th position.
Yeah, like I mentioned before, real tough break for Austin Ranke and Sean Medley. Medley got in the wall a little bit and had some major damage. I think they just decided to pull it in after they noticed the suspension issues. But right now, Dalton Tucker, he's fall back a little bit, Zane, almost 4.5 seconds.
Tires are prevailing. He took just fuel. It looks like he may have just worn him out a little too much trying to run down Nathan Ranke there.
You know, Nathan Ranke right now, sitting here with about 14 laps to go, is looking, he does not want a caution. He just wants this thing to stay green, keep on rolling it out, as he's got a 4.5 second lead as he crosses the stripe right now.
I think I see a spotter running down to every other spotter saying, don't wreck, don't wreck. Tell your driver not to wreck.
Yeah, either that or get out of my way. He is approaching Ben Kilcrease right now, who is in the third position. I don't know if Ben will actually give him too much of a fight here or not, but because he would be the lucky dog if a caution was to fall. So I don't know if he's got what it takes to stay out in front of Nathan Ranke, because it sure looks like he's pulling up on him ever so slightly here each lap.
Nathan Ranke's been strong. Ben Kilcrease took him a little time to get used to the track, get used to the setup. But top three, you really can't complain, man, for a guy just sitting in the car tonight.
Yeah, he's definitely put on a good show for here in Texas. Not a bad showing at all for Ben. He wasn't too sure about the car early, but he did say to us that he had a decent car in the long run. And I would say so far, 80 laps at Green Flag Racing, that's a pretty long run. Again, Nathan Ranke's still pulling out ahead. He's got a 4.8 second lead now over Dalton Tucker. He took those 2 tires. That has definitely helped, definitely made a difference for him. And right now he's just on cruise control. A little Sunday drive for Nathan Ranke as he heads down to the stripe. 9 to go as they hit the line there. Nathan Ranke looking for his second win in 3 starts here this season in the OIL. He won, of course, the season opener there in Daytona. Dalton Tucker, he might have had a chance to beat Dalton Tucker last week if it wasn't for a late race incident, but other than that, he's been real consistent so far this season, Ben, Zane.
That he has. He's been real consistent. The win at Daytona, the finish last week, and now here, he just needs a win here, and he'll probably be up in the top of the points, taking down Dalton Tucker.
Now I'll take this second here as we closing down the laps here. As they come to the line, they'll take the 8 to go, or 7 to go, excuse me. We want to remind you to go check out OILracing.com. Check these guys out. Get in there, log on to their website, join the league. Great racing these guys put on, and we enjoy broadcasting them. So don't forget to go over to OILracing.com and check these guys out. Show their support. They put on a heck of a show every Sunday night. Well, Dalton Tucker's slowly falling back here. He's now a little over 5 seconds behind Nathan Ranke. As Nathan Ranke comes off of turn 4, he's still looking at the back bumper of Ben Kilcrease, who's sitting in 3rd place right now, as they got just over 5 laps to go. Trying to get a readout on that back bumper there. How's my driving, I think it says. Is that what it says there, Matt, producer? Can we get a camera on that thing? I think it says, how's my driving? Call 1-800-ANDY-XXX or something like that. Nah, has nothing to do with me either, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Nathan Ranke's coming to the line. He's getting a 3 to go. 3 to go as he crosses the line. He's got a 5.3 second lead over Dalton Tucker. He's looking for a second win in 3 races. He's been very consistent so far this season, and I know talking to him early on as the season was getting ready to start, he really wanted to put on a good show, and he wanted to win some races this season. And so far, so good for him. As he moves to the inside, and he finally puts Ben Kilcrease down the left. And Ben Kilcrease will settle in there and follow his tire tracks for the remaining 2 laps.
Nathan Ranke, the man that seems the only one to be able to take down Dalton Tucker, the unbeatable phenom of this league. He's showing a strong, dominating performance tonight.
He is, after Dalton Tucker's led pretty much the first half of the race, a couple cycles of pit stop, a little bit of strategy by Nathan Reinke, and he's finding himself now as he comes down to the white flag. There he comes off of turn 3 and 4, Nathan Reinke. He's looking for his second win. He comes off turn 4, heads down the stripe. Nathan Reinke picks up his second win in 3 races for OIL. Wow, what a great race. What a great strategy played out for him in this one, Ozzy.
You definitely called it in your keys. Strategy was going to be one of the things that was going to win somebody the race. Going out there, taking left side tires the first, left side tires the second time. I'm sorry, taking no tires the second time. And then going in and taking tires on the last stop. Put them out front of Dalton Tucker, just had the car to beat. Way to go. What a win. Awesome drive.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested. I'm pretty sure we'll check in on him when we probably interview him here in a moment. But I'm gonna check it out, but I think he ran the whole race on the same left side tires. But we'll have to check that out. It's Nathan Reinke's now burning it up on he's definitely burning out whatever's left of those tires. We'll take a short break here, and when we get back, we'll take a run through the field.
There's gonna be nothing left of those tires.
All right, we're back here up in the booth. Zane, let's give him a final rundown here, huh? Coming out with a big win, his second in 3 races here for the beginning of this season, the 71, Nathan Reinke. Coming in second, 5.5 seconds behind him was Dalton Tucker. Coming in third, the 00 of Ben Kilcrease. In fourth, the 79 of Joseph Reinke. And topping out the top 5 is TJ Woodward in the number 88 car.
Coming in 6th was Ian Adams. 7th was David Duberly. 8th was Ernest Smith. 9th was the 45 of Kenny Baum Jr. with that heartbreaking failure of losing gas at the end there. Sean Medlin came in 10th, and Austin Reinke had engine problems that came out in 11th and last place with 49 laps down.
Overall, a good race. We had no cautions. No cautions at all, so we had a we had a long green flag run of 90 laps there. It was got kind of strung out. I wouldn't call it boring because it definitely saw some strategy taking effect, and I really think that as we get here and we get ready to set the talk to the top 3 guys here, I think we'll find out that the strategy actually worked for these guys. Yeah, we only had 4 lead changes, and 2 of them were by the guys that led the most laps.
You know, Andy, I love these races the most just because the battles are on pit road. That's where the most strategy, the most action happens sometimes. And I'm glad we got to see a caution-free race to see that happen with these guys in OIL.
Absolutely. These guys always run clean races, good, smooth, fast races, so everything worked out good. Let's see here. We get anybody around Ben yet? We able to find him getting out of the car? Oh, there he is. Hey, Ben, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you now.
How you doing there? Good race there for you. Like you said early on in the race, the you had a good car on the long run. Well, we had 90 laps of a long run, so good finish for you there in third.
Yeah, third was a little bit better than the last week, and like you said, did have a long run, but that run was a little bit too long for me. Longer run was 50 or so laps for me, but I'm happy coming home top three and only my second OIL start. But yeah, the car, I really started learning the track and got used to the car about lap 25 or so. But after that, it was already too late, and I wasn't able to really run down any of the top guys. I was lucky that Kenny actually ran out of gas, or I probably wouldn't even got third.
Yeah, we did talk about a couple guys having issues on pit road. Looks like on that last stop there, you made a dive down. Almost got caught for speeding, but obviously you didn't. How much, that was one of my keys to the race, was strategy and actually getting in and off of pit road. So it must be tough coming off of turn 4 there, high speed, and trying to get everything you can to get onto that pit lane without breaking the rules.
It is, and you're trying to get down there so fast and get off so fast. I think Kenny had some problems getting off, but like you said, I came in real hot. You just want to do it as fast and as quick as you can so you don't lose much time, and I almost lost it because of it, and I almost got caught for speeding. Glad I didn't. My fuel strategy, though, didn't really work out as good because I had to dive it down there. It was kind of unexpected. Late decision because I probably would have made another lap, and then coming across the line, out of 3 and 4, I actually ran out. So
I guess I would call that perfect timing then. Well, anyone you'd like to thank, Ben?
I want to thank TSCV. You guys did a great job. Kenny Baum Jr. for getting my car painted. Just remember to follow me on Twitter at @TheVinKillCrease.
There you go. All right, Zane, you find Dalton Tucker anywhere?
I did find him. He was kind of running away from me for a little bit. I think it's the beard, but I caught up with him here.
That would make a lot of people run.
Dalton Tucker, you were the man to be beat early in the race. You're the man to be beat in the lead. You said last week that you didn't know how you were going to do here at Texas. You came out in the top. You came out with the top 2. How do you feel about the race? How do you feel about the car?
Well, the car felt great. The whole time it just kind of hugged the bottom for me, but that one pit stop cost me when I accidentally took 4 instead of 2, and that was pretty much the difference between me and Nate.
I saw you making up a little bit of time when you took those 4 tires. I really thought you were going to come out on top with. What was happening? You're getting a run and you seemed to drop back a couple of seconds, half a second again. Was the car just not sticking for you, or just what was going on?
Well, as the race goes on, you kind of get used to it with the crappy tires on it. So then when I got the 4 tires, I was good for a few laps, and then I forgot how to drive the car.
I think we've all been there. Dalton, anybody you want to thank?
Last week I'll thank DuPont and whoever painted my car. I forgot who his name was now. And just thank y'all for doing this and letting us watch it.
Man, it's a pleasure doing it for you guys, and great run once again. Dalton Tucker, our second place finisher.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zane. And I think we finally caught up to the champagne-soaked Nathan Ranke. Nathan, how you doing?
Not too bad, man.
So, 3 races, 2 wins. Besides the maybe a little disappointment from last week's results, you're sitting pretty good right now.
Yeah, for sure. I had all kinds of trouble at Bristol, but that's Bristol. Yeah, 2 wins already. I'm feeling pretty good about it.
And we head back to another short track next week in Richmond, and you think you'll be able to keep it going as we head over to the other side of the country?
I don't know. Dalton was talking early in the week about turn 2 at Texas being a struggle for him, and I happen to enjoy it. And I think it's the other way around. I do not like turn 2 in Richmond. I don't like that place.
It'll be one of those try to keep the fenders on and get the highest position you possibly can then. Well, yeah, car ran good today. I think it was. I was guessing here because I was looking out from the booth, but did you run the whole race on the same left side tires?
Yes, sir. Never changed left sides. It actually, for the way I like to drive the car, every time I put on new right sides and left the old left sides on, it just got more comfortable. I don't know if it gained much speed, but I felt like I sustained it better through the run because I was driving the car a little freer and not wearing out the right front near as bad throughout the run.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. You weren't blistering the lap times anything, but you were definitely maintaining your lead over Dalton Tucker pretty much the whole run. So that last stop there, you chose to take two right sides. Was that just because you wanted some, or you thought that was going to be what the deal breaker was to win this thing?
Well, with Dalton taking 4, I was able to hang on to the cushion on my 2, which I didn't know if I was going to be able to, but since I did on that run, I knew he was going to have to take either 2 or none, so I figured if I took 2 and held my gap, got on and off pit road with him, then it was on him to run me down, and I kind of took my chances on that, and I also stretched my fuel an extra lap every run. So I didn't know if Dalton was going to be cutting it close, but I had about 4 laps to the good at the end, so I could run wide open.
Very nice. Well, nicely done. Anyone you'd like to thank?
My sponsor, Monavi EMV Light, and the OL League for putting this on, and you guys for putting on a good broadcast, and all the guys we race with for having a good, fun, clean race.
Well said. I don't think I could say it any better. Well, you heard it, folks. Nathan Reinke is a man on a mission, I think, this season. Looking to take down Dalton Tucker from his championship last year. He's won 2 out of the first 3 races, and as the OIL heads to Richmond, it'll be interesting to see, Zane, if he can keep the momentum up and maybe keep the pressure on Dalton Tucker this season.
And you said the key word that I was going to bring up right there, momentum. This sport is all about momentum. Carrying it to the next week after that. 2 wins in 3 weeks. That's great momentum for Nathan Reinke right now. He's on a high that no one can take him down from. He's going to go into Richmond. He's just got to finish it off, stay strong, and he's just got to stay consistent the rest of the season. He's got a championship in the bag.
So any closing statements here, Zane, or what do you think as we has his season now has 3 races under its belt?
So much going on. The season is still young. But right now, like I said before, Nathan Reinke looks like he's going to be the man to beat. Dalton Tucker better watch out, check his back every time he gets in the car, because Nathan Reinke's coming for his position.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think we got a good points battle here. We know Kenny Baum took a big hit there. Joseph Reinke maintained. I think he had a decent day and finished 4th. But I think the big loser of the day would have been definitely Kenny Baum with when he ran out of fuel there and lost all those laps.
Big break. The man had it. He had a great car and just overdrove it. Just ran out of gas, plain and simple.
Yeah, another one was Dave Duberly. He was running up in the top 5 too. First half of that race, he had an issue with fuel also, so it cost him a little bit too. So I think he'll be dropping down too. But I think Kenny Baum actually took probably the bigger hit this week.
Yeah, Kenny Baum's been really consistent. So has Dave Duberly. These 2 guys running out of gas like that is going to take a hit in the point. But next week's Richmond, they can just turn it around with a good top 3, good top 5.
Absolutely, and out of those guys, you definitely can expect that. So, on behalf of iRacing.com Motorsports Simulation, the OIL Racing League, and TSTV, we hope you enjoyed this broadcast, and we'll see you next week.